Hey everyone, today I've got the Huntsman Winter's War movie review. A Snow Queen wants to train an army of huntsmen for a potential war in the future. So, as far as the story goes, this movie is set after Snow White and the Huntsman, or is it? It kind of got confusing between calling it a prequel to a direct sequel to Snow White and the Huntsman. So you guys be the judge of that. And Winter's War, more like a petty family squabble between two sisters. And there is this war between a rival queen and their sisters, Ravenna and Freya. Ravenna from the first Snow White and the Huntsman movie, and there's this new chick involved. And as that escalates, you've got these two huntsmen who are having a forbidden romance, and everything gets all crazy from there. As far as the casting goes, you've got Chris Hemsworth, who returns as the huntsman, and I feel like his character was slightly fleshed out more, though I still feel like there were some things that I really wanted to know about, especially with his personal life, and that didn't really go so well. And then you've got newcomer Jessica Chastain, who plays Sarah, who's this warrior, and she's pretty badass, and I really liked her character in this movie, though I feel like some of her performances were a little bit forced. And of course, who couldn't resist the Elsa from Frozen in this movie, also known as Freya, played by Emily Blunt, who I think does a pretty great job being this like ice queen who's got all this power, and she's really showing it off. So you can't really decide whether to trust her motives or not, even though you've got her sister, who is played by Charlize Theron, who I think is really awesome in this movie, though I feel like her acting has been a little bit downplayed, and I kind of wish I saw a little bit more of her, because I feel like I saw what we already saw of her, and I wish we saw a little bit more instead of, what, like, she can do. There are a few scenes that she does have with Emily Blunt, which I did love as well. So the things that I did like about this movie, it's really not that much, but I did enjoy the special effects and some of the CGI in this movie. I really thought I wasn't going to like this movie or any part of it at all, but at least that part I did enjoy. And of course the stunts, which were pretty awesome, with some of the Huntsman characters, thought was really cool. People freezing, getting turned to ice and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, there were some plot holes that I feel like they didn't explain in this movie, so it kind of irritated me when I didn't really get some of these answers, like, why aren't we talking about the huntsman's wife, who we found out died from Snow White and the Huntsman, and we still didn't get that answer here. And then all of a sudden, he's got this rebound relationship with Jessica Chastain, so it gets kind of strange in a way. And there were some things I would have preferred to see, like that, for example. So I didn't really appreciate not getting a perfect sequel, prequel, whatever, to this movie. And it really didn't seem like it was all the Huntsman show in the first place, and I feel like he was also sort of sidelined at times, so I didn't really like that. I also wasn't expecting this. I really thought this movie was going to go out with a bang, but it had a weak third act, which I found to be very disappointing and leaving me wanting more, because I feel like the stuff that was shown in the trailers, I feel like I saw a lot of that. Overall, I would say that the Huntsman Winter's War was a decent film, yet it was slightly a letdown, and this was one of my least anticipated movies of 2016, but I wouldn't say that it was the worst movie I've ever seen, but I was expecting a lot because I did enjoy watching Snow White and the Huntsman when that came out. So I would still recommend seeing this movie, but just don't try comparing this to Frozen or the previous Snow White movie, because Snow White is nowhere to be found in this movie. There might be a slight mention of her, but that's about it. So I would give this 2.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Huntsman Winter's War. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.